Okay, my dino eggs, before I release this batch, which is I think the second real batch that I focused on doing. I did a couple here and there, but before I release this batch, I wanted to make a video of them because once they're gone, I may never see them again. So I wanted to kind of do a video, and I enjoyed looking back and seeing things that I could do better, and sometimes get more ideas. One thing that I did a little different this time, I think I did it once or twice before, was it's a cracked egg, but inside is a landscape. I don't know if that's focusing in. It doesn't know what to focus on. So give it a second. But that kind of came to my mind, so I started doing that. I did some that, weren't dino eggs, like this Jesus one that I like a whole lot, and putting a landscape within those words and within the ichthus fish. Okay, but I wanted to kind of look at these a little bit because, like I said, once I let go, they're going to be gone. And I believe tomorrow I'm getting a lady named Stacy. I don't want to give too much information because I don't know if she wants the information out there, but two people come and pick them up and get them out there for me. The different rocks, let alone these dino ones. But these dino ones, instead of just placing them randomly, and you'll notice none of them have a sticker on them, I purposely didn't label them because I want them to go specifically to people that would like the whole concept, whether it's a group of kids or, I don't know, a hospital. The last batch, most of the people, I actually had 3 or 4 different people pick them up, and it was mostly some school teachers. And some weren't for the kids, they were for the teachers, and the lady made little stickers that said, we're going to have a dynamite year, which I thought was pretty cool. But I just wanted to go through these real quick because sometimes I miss them, and I tried to post pictures on my Instagram of them, but sometimes the still life picture doesn't really catch what I'm doing with it like a video does. I'm doing more the shell, like pieces of the shell hanging out. I did oh, here's another one, a good example of this shell is cracked and he's poking this one finger through, and then there's pieces of the shell. And some of them, I don't think I did any egg. Oh, this one is labeled, but I didn't do any egg at all. I just did the scales, or in some cases they look like feathers. This one ended up just, to me, looking like a bird completely pecking out of the shell. And some of his feathers are coming on this side, but there's still the broken shell. And the other side I did a landscape with some birds in the foreground. Sometimes I feel the need to narrate and talk, but that's not necessary, so I'm not necessarily going to keep talking, commenting on it, because it's just not necessary. Well, the bottom of that one's cracking open. This may be what's inside the shell more than just the eye. And a footprint. Dino print. Lizard wrapping around there. Little does he know what's inside there. Maybe a larger lizard. Using the shape of the rock, that's been good. Sometimes they look so much better after I'm done than when I'm doing them. Or I feel like they do. And also the coating helps. And I just used Elmer's glue, and this Elmer's glue had like glitter in it. Some of them I didn't coat at all, like this little one. I don't know why, probably just didn't get to it. And this, the idea of maybe he's looking, the reflection of the landscape is in his eye. But also going with the eye is like a keyhole, and through the keyhole you see a landscape. This batch of rocks was a lot rougher than some of the other batches I've worked with. So I had a hard time in many cases. This one's got two different things coming out of it. Oh, I like the lightning there. Don't always do lightning, but what I like is that the cracking of the egg on this side is causing the lightning on that side. Kind of like that idea. And maybe this is what is really inside those eggs. Just a friendly little monster dragon thing. I don't know. Oh, and this is a landscape. I'm shocked how much trouble I have with the little people. Drawing a little tiny person is really hard, and sometimes it just doesn't look like it's coming out right. You'd think it would be easy because it's just a couple specks. I'm not sure why. Oh, excuse me. Why this is so much lighter right there. I don't know what I was going for there. Some of them I like doing landscapes on the other side because I picture a 9-year-old boy or a 5-year-old girl or a kid finding the rock and saying, "Oh, that's so cool," and the mother going, "Ooh, and then you flip it over and the other side is something that the dad or the mom might go, "Oh, now that's nice. That's not so gross as a monster or a dragon or a dinosaur." So kind of doing the other side so that maybe everybody in the family, whether they like monsters or not, they both get something in the one rock that they like. Who knows, in their house they might put it somewhere on a shelf and take turns flipping it over, and one person keeps flipping it to the side that's a landscape, and the other person keeps flipping it to the side that's the cuter thing, or the landscape. Maybe this is what's inside those eggs, I don't know. Kind of a variation of the frog that I like to do so much. But that ain't no frog. Having trouble sitting here, but I hope I can get through this batch. Okay. Just have to go quicker. Wish my phone had a thing to prop it up, because then I could just do this two-handed. This one I was really pleased with. I really like the way this one came out. And I don't know if you can see the glitter in the glue that I used to coat it with. But Elmer's glue is great. The thing is, it had some chunks. This rock had some chunks missing from it. So I had to add little spots because I felt like I needed to fill in the chunks. But I'm real happy with the way that one came out. And again, I didn't even bother with the egg effect or the shell breaking or anything. I just did that. And the other one that I did that was like that, I think I already went through it. No, maybe it was this one. No, it wasn't this one. I must have already went by it. But anyway, this one, trying to get the scales has been challenging, and the rock makes it challenging too. This one, I just kind of made that like it's broken open, but that is good, and it keeps me busy. So I really like that. It keeps me busy. And I like that other people like it. Kind of makes me feel like I'm, fulfilling a purpose. That's why I was telling my wife today that I'm so thankful that she gets me the art supplies that I need to experiment and create art, because it really helps me take my mind off of the pain that I have. And I can just sit and work on these and kind of zone out a little bit, get away from the pain that I'm constantly in. Oh, this one has the eye on two sides. And it's been really good doing this. I'm glad that I have art to mess around with to keep me busy, and I really enjoy doing the rocks more than just doodling on a piece of paper or drawing, because I'm able to share it more than just something I drew on a piece of paper. You know, you give this to somebody or you put it out there for somebody to find, and you felt like you've shared what you worked on. Maybe this is what's inside the rocks. That was almost like a flower, and yet it's still kind of like an eye. But yeah, being able to share it with other people, and even if I don't see their reaction, it's been really nice to be able to share. In my mind, this right here, up in there, is where this guy lives. So yeah, sharing it, even if I don't see the person's reaction, just knowing that it's out there and that somebody else is going to see it. It's not just sitting here in a book or on a shelf, or, well, this wouldn't be in a book, but, a drawing that's just sitting in a book flat in a sketchbook, as great as sketchbooks are. And as much as you can go on YouTube and look at them, and I enjoy that immensely, it's nothing like actually having a piece of the artwork or getting it out there, so it's more than just on YouTube. This was the one that I thought I passed up, where I did the almost like a mandala, but I don't do mandalas very good. Maybe I should work on that a little bit more. But I always start a mandala and then I end up doing my own stuff, and it doesn't really look like mandala. If I'm saying that right. I think I already mentioned that about the eye. Maybe it's a different one. Ooh, that's a big hole in the bottom of that egg. Hope it gets out there soon before it cracks completely open. The last set that I did with the eggs, with the egg crates, two of the people I gave them to, I gave it to them in the egg crates. And I was like, I need you to hurry and take these because they're busting open. And they're going to hatch soon, so gotta get rid of them. And I wondered if they thought that I thought it was real. So that's it for now. The big dino egg batch. I think that was batch number 2. That's it. Bye for now.